Welcome to The Secret Place. For the month of April, we will be focusing on the theme, returning to God. And this week's lesson, or this week's topic, is why we drift from God. Have you ever noticed how easy it is for us to lose focus without even realizing it? You know, there's a simple exercise or experiment that people go through or take people through that allows them or tells them, focus on something, one thing for 5 minutes, and yet within seconds, their minds begin to wander. Does that ever happen to you? Maybe, but the reality is that we don't wander because we choose to or we want to. We drift because it's natural when nothing is holding us in place. And spiritually, it is no different. In Hebrews chapter 2 verse 1, Paul tells us the following: Therefore, we must give the more earnest heed to the things we have heard, lest we drift away. Paul uses an interesting word there, drift. He doesn't use the word rebel or fall away. He uses a quiet word, almost unnoticeable, because that's many times how it happens. Drifting is never dramatic. It's not loud. It's a moment. It's movement. It's slow, subtle, and many times it goes unnoticed. You see, a boat doesn't drift because it's damaged or broken. It drifts because it is not anchored. And many times in our lives as well, that's exactly what happens to us. It's not that we're broken, or not that we opposed to God, not even that we are trying to run away. It's just we are unanchored. We stop giving earnest heed, intentional attention to the things of God. And so prayer becomes rushed, postponed. The word becomes something that we'll get to later. And life begins to fill the space that once we gave to God. And the danger is, many times nothing feels wrong immediately. We can drift for a long time and still feel okay. Until one day you realize, I'm no longer where I used to be with God. And that is why the text says we must give the more earnest heed. In other words, we need to take more attention, pay more attention to staying close to God, because staying close to Him is never accidental. It's always intentional. We don't drift away from God because we stop believing. Many times we drift because we stop paying attention. And so today, the invitation is, if that's where you find yourself today, not far because you chose to leave, not distant because you wanted to, but because you slowly drifted. But the good news today is that you don't need a dramatic return. You just need to be anchored in Christ again. One moment in prayer, one intentional step back into His presence, because God hasn't moved and the secret place is still open and available to you. May God bless you as you take a step into His presence.